Honest Negotiation, a book written by Jensen quite a few years ago now. I read it as part of the curriculum in an MBA program and have since become very interested in the negotiation approach that underpins the book. SMARTnership is a negotiation strategy that is almost the complete opposite of what you would encounter in negotiation technique courses in the 90s and into the 2000s. It is not based solely on and accommodate the feelings of the other party. It is based on genuinely creating shared value in a negotiation. There are some methods for this, some tools, which you can read more about in his books, but you can also gain more knowledge by following him on LinkedIn. Otherwise, you can do as I did. I am participating in a workshop with Jensen and Tina Anneberg in Copenhagen. It takes place on October 31st. The SMARTnership negotiation concept is the world's most recognized and award-winning negotiation technique. And that's not something to be taken lightly, but it's also no small thing that Keld is among the world's top 3 global gurus in negotiation. So I'm absolutely certain, no matter who you are out there watching or your colleague, that you will be able to learn a great deal from this. Create up to 42% more value from a negotiation. Or do as I did, for example, 37% more in profit for the selling company without the buyer actually having to pay more out of pocket. These are some of the things you can achieve through SMARTnership. And why am I so interested in this? Why do I follow them? And why am I participating in a workshop now, even though I've already been through some of it before? I do it simply because what's written on the back of this book, the first book I read by Jensen, I often encounter it almost every time we meet a new counterpart in a negotiation. And what's actually written here on the back is a quote from John F. Kennedy, and that is, "We cannot negotiate with people who say what's mine is mine and what's yours is up for negotiation." In other words, what's mine is mine and what's yours is what we're negotiating about. That's often what I encounter when we start an M&A negotiation session. That's why it's extremely important. It's important both for creating long-term value, building stronger relationships, getting better outcomes from your negotiations, but also so you can learn from what thousands of other people are doing worldwide. And who's actually doing this? Well, you can see that some of Keld's clients include the Canadian government, Rolls-Royce, Novo Nordisk, Lego, Johnson & Johnson, Volvo, UNICEF, Nordea, Danske Bank. There's a long, long list of companies, stakeholders, and governments that are among Keld's clients. So do yourself a favor. Go check out Tina Anneberg's LinkedIn profile, or maybe visit her website and take a look at the workshop happening at the end of October. I'll be there. I'm participating, and I'm really looking forward to it. Really, really much too. If you want to know more about how you can get more out of your negotiations, achieve better results, build stronger relationships, gain greater trust, and establish it between you and your counterpart in a negotiation, then SMARTnership is exactly the right tool. My name is Martin Søvsø, and I am an advisor at StraBi Consult, where we help with the development and transfer of business ownership. That's all for now. I hope you find this interesting and that it gives you some inspiration to some new negotiations. As I said, let go of those negotiation strategies and techniques from 1990 up to over 2010. Get in the game now and learn a bit about how you can create better value for each other. Bye.